initial opinion is I think the show's an okay watch. It feels at times like a long GTA mission, sometimes good in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. What I like about the show is that, like most power shows, it doesn't skim on the violence. It's still quite there, but I feel compared to the other shows, this one's actually the least violent, personal opinion. And like all the other shows, it does overuse the sex. I feel like this one, in a way, that it comes off as unnecessary, but that's power. It's always been like that. When it came to character development, I think the show did a really good job. We see from all cast members, first starting with Lily Simmons is Claudia Flynn, the daughter of the notorious Flynn family, and we see that she is quite a smart and capable character, just very underlooked compared with by her father, and we see that she has interesting business ideas. Yet, because her father is in her way, he's stuck in his ways, she has to go behind his back in order to do these ideas. And when it comes to the son, Victor Flynn, he's a very interesting character who he's doing what his dad wants him to do as well, and he's the next in throne. Yet he really actually doesn't want to be like that family. He has his own ideas, and he doesn't want to continue this somewhat racist, misogynistic approach to the business, and he wants to bring change, but his dad won't allow him, so that's somewhat sad to him. And then we have Walter Flynn, played by the great Tommy Flanagan, bringing this character to life, who we see that he is losing business, he's losing his family, but he's unwilling to accept change. So when Tommy brings him this idea, he will not allow it because it's not him. He is so stuck in his ways. That's why he treats his daughter like a lackey. That's why he won't even allow his son to date a black woman. He's so controlling of his family, which soon becomes the worst part of him. With that being said, even though Tommy is probably the best character on the show still, I feel he, character development wise, wasn't there up until the last 3 to 4 episodes, as we really see that Tommy is all about family, to the point that he won't even allow family members who are struggling to be a part of his business, as he doesn't want a repeat of his previous history, as we know about with Ghost and what happened to him, and that whole, like his ex-girlfriend, just so many people around him he will not allow into his business if he thinks they can't be up to it just because of his past, which is really good. With the plot of the show, I think it started off okay, feeling a bit like I said earlier, a bit of a GTA mission or two, but then once it gets to midway where Tommy is introduced to the drug Talia, and the way he starts to distribute it and getting really involved in the dealing of it, that's when the show really got interesting. But with how the plot was ending, I was somewhat confused and a little bit disappointed by Tommy's actions to not continue pushing on with this drug, even though it does bring somewhat drama. Yet he is cutting himself off from a huge connect, as every person who's in the dealing business, whether that be the Serbs, the Spanish gangs, the CBI, they are all wanting Dahlia, and he's decided not to be the one to distribute it, which is very strange, cutting himself off money-wise. My biggest critique of this particular show is the last episode, as I felt somewhat disappointed, as I was expecting a huge character kill-off, maybe one, maybe more than that, and I was mainly expecting either a Flynn member to be killed off, as that would escalate the drama, or Diamond from the CBI gang, as from the very first episode his fate was somewhat questioning, hanging in the balance to say. With what happens, they kind of killed off a safe character, and it was somewhat sad, as we did grow to really like this character. It was kind of expected that if they were going to kill off any character, that would be the safe one to kill off, my personal opinion. And that disappointed me. The second biggest thing about the last episode that disappointed me was that the one particular character finds out a truth within the Flynn family. They find out and the Flynn family separate, which was really expecting. It was on its last legs. And what I personally wanted to see was Walter Flynn and Victor Flynn finally have this confrontation of butting heads and really fighting it out. As there was a huge betrayal between the both of them, and the way they acted it out to me seemed a bit disappointing. I really thought we were going to see Walter Flynn and Victor Flynn having a fight and getting into this huge disavowal, and we have the siblings on one side and we have the parent on the other side. But the way they ended it was like they could come back from this. Was if it was the way I was doing it, that literally they were like, "Fuck, this cannot happen." They've both gone too far. There's no recovering that relationship. But that's just me. But yeah, overall, I think the show was an interesting watch. But comparing it to the other shows, I feel like it's the weakest spin-off, which is a real shame, as it was actually the one I was looking forward to the most, because I really did love Tommy as a character. Both spin-offs I was really looking forward to were both Raising Kanan and Power, with Tommy. And sad to say, the former was the better. But overall, I would rate this an 8 out of 10. Really barely scraping it, mainly because of the last 3 to 4 episodes. But yeah, that's just me. Alright.